Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap.
Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to this Dad Rail stream. We will be starting on Vorarlberg in around about 6.5 minutes. Please have your drinks and light refreshments ready.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
This is your final boarding call for the Dead Rail stream on Vorarlberg. We will be starting in 2 minutes' time. 2 minutes' time for the Dead Rail stream. Please have your drinks, light refreshments, and tea and biscuits ready. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Daniel Rooney, finally the stream doesn't get cancelled. Indeed, we are here. Mumrail is there. Hi. And we are doing Vorarlberg on Train Sim World 4. And I've got to be completely honest with you, I am very much outside of my comfort zone playing this route, so this could be interesting. Who have we got in tonight? Channel members, Pig and Bob, a train spotter from Berkshire. Moderating, we have Northern Princess Productions. We also have, in space, East Midlands Railway fan, James Trainspotter, Eliza and her West French level crossings. Leo Low channel member as well, East Midlands Railway fan, GJ Barnard. Hello, great to have you all here. Before we start, and as always, you know what I'm going to say. All the views and opinions expressed within this video are solely my own and may not reflect those of any companies I may be employed by or associated with, and all that good stuff. There we go. Paul Cochran, hello, how are we doing? We are going to be having all of our usual features tonight. We are going to be playing Locomotive Livery Location. We are going to be jumping in and out of the Discord server and all of that good stuff. So this stream is actually 2, 3, 4, 5 days late. This should have gone out Friday. It was then postponed to yesterday, and it was then postponed again until today. So finally we are here, we are doing this. So without further ado, let's press that button there. And we are in Train Sim World 4. So I've got to tell you, guys, I have to tell you this every time I do something like this. At Dovetail have given me the game completely free of charge, but all the opinions are solely my own. They have no control over the content that I make or what I say. So, choose a route. S-Bahn Vorarlberg. Timetable mode. We are not going to look at the Vectron in today's stream. I'm going to do a separate stream on the Vectron. We're going to do the OBB 4024 S-Bahn unit today on this, and we're going to do the route end to end on Vorarlberg. It's about an hour and a half run, I believe. And we want to do Lindau to Bluns. So, Do we want to do Lindau to Bruns? Pronunciations. This is not going to go well with German pronunciations. I'm trying to find something that is the whole route. Only seems to be very early morning. Oh, there we go. There are a lot of services on here. There we go. 1.5 hours that run is. It's a pretty decent run. So that is all we will get done on today's stream, and then we'll look at the Vectron later on in the week. Let's click on that. We're going to keep the dynamic weather turned on. 25th of September. We'll start it off on clear and see where it goes. Let's press get started. What do we got? Freight King, welcome to the world of freight driving. Passenger on today. Bradley, did you update the game? Yes, so I have had the game update come through, which has got the enhanced sounds on the Azuma and the East Coast Main Line, which is much better. Much better, I must say. And you may have seen earlier I put a video out about a mod I've downloaded that helps the UK signalling stand out a little bit more. Adds some lens flare to the UK signalling and just makes it look a little bit better. So if you haven't checked that one out, go and check that out. Okay, S1 25805 Lindau, Haptenbahnhof to Blundens. This is going to be very interesting for pronunciations. I don't do pronunciations. Check out all my other Germany videos to see exactly what I mean. So here we are. A nice looking unit. Not too bad at all. The bogies look very nice. I like the attention to detail on the bogies. That's very nice indeed. Right, let's see, having not done this before, if we can get this thing set up. Let me know if you want the game audio up or down, guys. We can tweak that as we go along. So, train brake handle in. We should possibly have a switch. Master switch active. Okay, we want some lights potentially on the front. Oh, excuse me. Desk light, cab light. There's a lot of buttons in the cab here that are not operational. Reverser. Let's put that one to forward. That will help. There's our door lock. Sander. Wipers. Signal lights, headlights. I've got no idea where that's... Oh, there we go. Normal instead of high beams. Fantastic. Right. Unlock doors. Okay, here we go. Right, let's check the timetable, see where we're stopping, see if we can get some very bad pronunciations. Luca Horbrands, Bregenshafen, Bregenz Riddenburn. I'm going to stop reading these out. Lauterach, Wolfert, Schwarzach, Hasselstund, Dornburn, Hohems out. It's stopping at all these places on the screen, guys. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Danny, Mumra, how's your German pronunciations? She's left the room. She has left the room. Okay, let's see if we can get this going. We are going to drive today without safety systems turned on. I do kind of have a little bit of an understanding of the PZB system, but I am literally just winging this today, guys. I'll be completely honest with you. This is just winging. Okay, let's see if the train's going to move first. Set the train brake to dry before applying power. There we go. Okay. It's moving, but it sounds like I've got a dragging brake somewhere. Oh, showing the brakes is off. Okay. Oh, that sounds a bit better. Right. We are 50 kilometres an hour. Lawrence, you should let Mum row to say all the stations. She is Portuguese, so her... Well, I don't know if that'll help with German pronunciations, but you never know. You never know. Am I supposed to be stopping at that signal there? Is that my signal? I'm guessing that's not my signal. I assume my signals are going to be on the right hand side. Formula 47 should have done the tutorial. I definitely should have done the tutorial, yeah. You're absolutely not wrong. I should have done the tutorial. I am actually going to give myself a fighting chance here. I'm going to turn the settings, HUD and gameplay. Next signal marker I am going to turn on. And next speed limit marker I am going to turn on as well. I'm going to give next signal aspect on. I'm going to give myself a fighting chance. No, we don't want that one on. Sorry, guys. HUD and gameplay. Next signal marker off. And we want the next speed limit. Come back tomorrow, we'll do it properly. Next speed limit marker also off. Okay, right. As long as we get it on the track diagram in the top right, we'll be okay. We'll be absolutely fine. William is dying to do locomotive location livery. Go on then.
Post your numbers now for locomotive livery location.
Let's see if I can do this today without giving away the answer straight away. Right, our next station is 5.2 kilometres. We are good for 50, so we should probably get it going a little bit. Nice. Okay, how are the brakes going to perform on this? Not too bad, not too bad. Let's get it down to that 50. We have got a 90 coming up though. Right, locomotive livery location, guys. Third number on my screen is Bradley Patterson. You are the third number on my screen with number 5.
Let's play locomotive livery location.
So if you haven't seen this game before, guys, I'm going to give you box number 5. You've got 10 seconds to give me the locomotive livery and location of what you see underneath. Here we go. We got a bit of roof going on. We don't have the answer on the screen today. Today's picture has been sent in by TransPennine Spotter. Let me know your thoughts in the chat as always. William, I believe you have the signal marker aspect off. I think you're right there, William. Yeah. I'm still getting used to all the new settings on here. Signal aspect. Next signal marker off. Next signal aspect on. I think. There we go. Gives us a fighting chance. Trainspot from Berkshire says York. Penguin says York. Bradley Patterson says York. Kelsey Loves Train says train station. Spicy Pepper Sauce says Waterloo. Penguin says TransPennine 802 at York. Could be, could be. Lozo SR says 43 at York. Penguin, we've done Penguin. Northern Princess Productions just run the Zoomer with the sound pack. Still no doors sound. Northern Princess Productions, when I played it earlier, it did have the door seal sound. I can 100% guarantee that is definitely on there. It did have it. Right, 3.8 kilometres. What is our speed limit? 100. Like I said, I am very much out of my comfort zone playing this route, so we just go with it and chill out and see how it goes. Seemingly times we can have... Well, it won't be tea and biscuits with the manager, will it? It's a German stream, so it'll be, I don't know, pretzel and coffee or something like that, perhaps. How are we doing? 3.1 kilometres. I do have a habit of under braking as well on when I play German routes, continental routes. I have a terrible habit of overshooting platforms and braking too heavy. Caio Val, olá, tudo bem? Meu nome é Ricardo. É. Eu tenho calor. Yeah, sim, sim. Lawrence Adams, beer and cheese. Oh, beer and cheese. Oh, I have to be at work in the morning, actually. A beer would go down quite well right now. Loco 66, Berliner and beer. Bratwurst and beer. Bratwurst and beer, yeah? We are going to stop doing the stereotypical German thing right now because when I done the Niedertalebahn, I think I insulted the entire German population. So I need to be very careful. So this is the first time I've run this route, so I am getting quite a bit of stuttering going on at the moment. So reading the post that Dovetail have put out, once you've run a route a couple of times and the shaders have kind of done their thing, it should be a lot smoother. So I'm getting a solid 60 FPS, but yeah, there is still a little bit of stuttering. Close the main circuit breaker. Have I just gone through a gap? I must have done. Close the main circuit breaker to draw power from the overhead. Okay, I think it's either the way I'm driving it or something's bugging out with this train. As soon as I go into brake, it's telling me to close the main circuit breaker, which as far as I know is already closed. I think we might turn off driver assist if it's going to keep doing that. Although maybe I have done something wrong because the train does sound very quiet. Oop, that's a red. Spad. Nah, that's not a spad. That's not a spad. Objective complete. Unlock doors. Well, hey, right, we're winning. Reverser forward. Where's my main circuit breaker switch? Main circuit breaker. Close. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure what happened there then. I'm not sure what happened there. Thus would be a power changeover. Ah, yes, I suppose it's... Yeah. I got this issue with the Vectron on this route. Says Andrew. So, at what point do we go from Austria to Germany? Enlighten me. I have not done my homework. Lawrence Adams, I did the East Coast Mainline last night on Twitch, and as I pulled into Peterborough, the graphics went... looks like a field, is that? You went for a gap. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm guessing. That's kind of what I'm guessing at the moment. The sim is correct. You went over a... Oh, come on. Whack-ace. Are you really going to make me pronounce things? I went over a... Schutzstreck. I need Alex. Alex is my German train driver friend. Where are you, Alex? Right, how are we doing? Wait until 08:32. On that bridge behind you. Oh, was that the border? You kind of mean this bridge here? Is this the German-Austrian border? Or this one here, maybe. That's pretty cool, the same. Right, okay. Lock doors. Let's get going. Jackson Davies, hello. Hopefully no tea and biscuits with the manager. Not yet, but it has potential. It has potential. Okay, we are good for 100 kilometers an hour. Let's get going. I like the water textures over in the harbour. Are we going to get clickety-click on the points? No. So they are using a new method now to model the terrain. And I must say that does look very good and quite detailed. I am liking the way that's looking, the terrain modelling. I remember Matt mentioning something about it. There's a new sort of method they're using to model the terrain. I am currently driving Formula 47. David A. I'm currently driving with safety systems turned off. If I have safety systems on when I'm streaming... Oh, is this the speed limit thing coming up? Oh, that is cool. I kind of want to stop and go and have another look at that. If I'm driving with safety systems on and I'm streaming, I'm so busy looking at the chat that inevitably I will end up missing a magnet. So that's why I've got safety systems turned off. We can simulate safety systems. Sifa. Billy the Boeing, good evening, how are we doing? Formula 47, okay. We have a general consensus. We are not tea and biscuits with the manager. We are beer and... Where was it, Formula 47? Beer and pretzels. I thought it was beer and bratwurst. But what is the Austrian version? What is the Austrian version? This route is very scenic. We are now approaching Brengenshafen. Brengenshafen. Doors on the left-hand side. Just having a little nosy round. The Brian Ferries, that they've carried that joke over. Brian Ferries, that was used on the East Coastway, wasn't it? Yeah, Brian Ferries, there we go. On the when you come down to Newhaven from Seaford, the ferry in the port there was called Brian Ferries. It is a very, very scenic route. I might have to. I've potentially got some time off in November. I might have to go and have a ride along this for real. Right, we are off to Bregenz. That roundabout model looks bad. Yeah, but to be fair, you can't. Sticking up for Dovetail a little bit, you can't really see it from the train, so I'm not overly fussed by it. David A. Austrian version would be tea and apple strudel. Or Peter Green says schnitzel and schnapps. Nice short distance between the stations there. That's what we like. Jackson Davies, lovely graphics as well. Yeah, this... I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination, but the graphics on most of the German routes seem to be better than the UK ones. That could be purely my perception and my imagination, but yeah, it does look very nice. It does. I am quite tempted to download, is it Surzy or Susie? And have a little go on that, because that does look, from what I've seen of it, absolutely phenomenal. Although, I'll have to try and get someone to translate it for me, but... Oh, we got quite a lot of dwell time here as well. Quite a significant amount of dwell time, actually. In which case, we should play Locomotive Livery Location, which is that button there.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Billy the Boeing, how are your loco? Sounds good. They totally disappear when I look away from the front engine. Happens on East Coast Mainline. I can't hear. Yeah, there's been an update released today, Billy the Boeing, on the East Coast Mainline, which does improve the sounds quite a lot. So that was released earlier on today. So you might just need to update your game, and hopefully that is fixed. Let's go for a little wander around. We can have a little walk through the train as well and sort of explore the inside. it does look... It does look very pretty. Let's go out into the car park and see what we've got. Grass textures there don't look too bad between the road as well. It's quite nice and 3D. And we have person with suitcase. Hello, person with suitcase. And we have the salt bin all spilling out there. Right, Locomotive Location Livery. Eliza, Gregory, Alan, Kelsey Loves Trains. You're the third one on my screen with number 10.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Give you box number 10, guys. 10 seconds for that Locomotive Livery Location, if you can, please. Here we go. Still haven't got a train in that. Still haven't got a train. But what do you think? Do let me know in the comment section. Billy the Boeing. This has to be one of the best routes for scenery. We can have a quick look. The ambient sounds are quite nice as well. With I just heard a car engine starting up and stuff. That's quite nice. Let's have a little walk through and see what we can find inside. There's a platform with no rails, yeah. Formula 47's gone York, Bradley, Patterson, definitely York. Eliza, Anna, West French level crossings, Transpennine 185 at Manchester, Victoria. Sam Brooks has gone Azuma, York. William Ron has gone a Nova 3 Transpennine Express at York. Lots of consensus for York. So we've still got about 4 minutes before departure, so let's go for a little wander through. I do like German stock in general. One of the things I really like about most German stock is that you can see. I mean, there is a blind on the door, to be fair. We don't like drivers that do that. We like drivers that drive with the blind open. Because it's nice actually to be able to see out the front. I broke it now. The blind doesn't work. There we go. Let's go for a little wander. Let's mind your head on there. Oh. We do have the ability to open locked doors, though. Do we have working? Do we have access to the toilet? No, we don't. And then we've got our back cab there. Yeah, nicely modelled train. Very nicely modelled train. Lots of attention to detail on that. I do like that. That does look very nice indeed. We have AI traffic. Don't try this at home, folks. We have a driver. We have whites on the front. Have we got reds on the back? We do. Nice. Okay, don't try this at home. I do not recommend walking across railway tracks. Person with coffee cup. Right, we've got to go through the passenger compartment. Let's get back on board. And waiting for departure. So we have 116 of you lovely people in tonight who have come to watch me completely and utterly destroy German pronunciations, shoot through a lot of stations, and generally know absolutely nothing about the operational railway. So if you are here for that, please do like and subscribe. It does make me feel good about myself. Yeah. Jackson Davies, is there a Class 66 on new Train Sim World? Yes, there's a 66 with the Donk at the East Coast Mainline route. It's the same 66 that we've had before. It isn't a new or updated 66, but there is a 66 with it. Dadrail, check the VO before pulling away. What have we got? Let's see if I can make this work. I've just been sent this. I have not vetted it.
Guten Abend, Richard. This is a voice message from your driver manager. You conduct yourself in a way that would require tea and biscuits if you're in Britain, but as you are in Germany or Austria, you are required to attend my office tomorrow morning or lunchtime with beer, bratwurst, and strudel. Guten Abend, Sie.
I have no idea if you heard that on the stream. Hopefully you did. Oh, excuse me. Let me know in the chat if you did. Hopefully you did. That was quite cool. I like that. Lock doors. Okay, we're ready for the off. But Billy the Boeing, hopefully accessible toilets will be a feature in Train Sim World 5. Samuel Smith, good, thank you. How are you? Peter Green, what could possibly go wrong? Famous last words. With a Dad Rail stream, absolutely anything could go wrong, and often does. We are off. We are going to Bregenz Reidenberg, platform 1. I'm going to stop with the pronunciations. Bradley Patterson, brilliant. Oh, I'm glad you heard that. Right, what's our speed limit? 60k. Let's get my little cursor out of the way there. 60 up to 120. Station is 1.4 kilometres away. I reckon we can get a little bit more speed in. In the UK, it is 20:59. Unfortunately, the objective marker that currently says 900 odd metres, that is showing us as the crow flies and not the track mileage. That's an issue with the Unreal Engine, and it's something they're looking at fixing, but it's not as easy as it sounds to fix, apparently. There's quite a bit of AI traffic on here as well, which is nice. We haven't passed any freight services yet. Hopefully we will do. And the platform is pretty busy. And there's a 140 sign there. 54 metres. Could be a good stop. Could be a good stop. Or not. It'll do. We'll take it. We'll take it. Kelsey loves trains. What do you think of Train Sim World 4? To be honest with you, it's not really that much different from Train Sim World 3. I'm not really looking at it as a new game. I'm just looking at it as 3 new routes, to be honest with you. Yeah, the extra features are nice, but it's not really a new game in my opinion. It is just kind of... It's Train Sim World 3 with new features. It's not really a new game. So all I'm really doing is kind of playing the routes and seeing what the routes are like. Unfortunately though, if you want the new routes, you've got to pay for the upgrade. Come on. 10 seconds for departure. Slips, hi Richie, just subbed. Loving your channel, thank you very much. When people sub, it should come up on the screen, but for some reason it's not doing that at the moment. I have no idea why. There we go, that should work now. Okay, locked doors, let's go. Yeah, Formula 47, definitely. All the views and opinions. Like I say, Dovetail have given me the key for this completely free of charge, but they do have no control over what I say. So, you know, I think you need to be fair and you need to be balanced about these things. I know there's a lot of people out there that just don't feel this at all and they completely hate it and they completely hate Dovetail's guts, and that's absolutely fine. And I know there's a lot of people that have got a lot of enjoyment out of the game, and that's absolutely fine as well. And everyone's entitled to their opinion, and you know, I think it's healthy to discuss that and kind of respect everyone's opinion. yeah, like I said, that's my opinion. I'm kind of looking at it as 3 new routes rather than a new game. The new features are nice, but it's not really a new game. It's a polished version of the previous game. But yeah, just, like I say, just my opinion. 140 kilometers an hour, 1.4 kilometers to the station. Let's see if we can sort of attempt to keep time. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, the new water textures in game are quite nice. Samuel Smith, 122 people on board the Richard Express. This train will be calling at amazing YouTuber. Please make sure to scan your tickets when an inspector walks up and down the train. Thank you very much, Samuel Smith. We may have spoken too soon here. The speedo isn't coming down smoothly. The speedo's kind of jumping around, which is kind of properly putting me off. Bad workman and blames his tools and all that. All stopped. Doors on the right hand side. Lawrence, has anyone noticed when you play on PlayStation the lights from the signals come through to your control pads? Lawrence, that is such a cool feature. That's quirky. So if you don't know about this, guys, for PlayStation 5 players, the colour of the next signal, the bar on top of the controller lights up the colour of the next signal. It's such a cool feature. We don't have that on PC or Xbox, but it is a really cool feature. It is just a really, really cool feature. We are now running suitably late. Eliza, it was close, but we did not overshoot. Roblox Olympics, I have not tried the editor myself. I don't think the editor's out yet. I think the editor comes out maybe tomorrow. Be interesting to see what people do with that. .5 kilometers to Wolfert. Gregory Allen, I subscribed and it did not come up on screen. Gregory, were you previously subscribed? I think if you unsubscribe then resubscribe, it doesn't work. I'm sure you've been in the chat a few times before, bud, so you're probably a long time subscriber. Sam Brooks, I don't want to know the colour of the next signal. Sam, you can turn that feature off. But for kind of people using the HUD, it's a nice feature. Right, we're good for 140, 1.8 kilometres. That's the maximum speed of this unit. I think we're going to get up there. I do like the fact with this route we started off sort of on a nice river pass, sort of running alongside a river, nice and scenic, and we've come into sort of a more densely populated in terms of railway. That's really nice. Sort of a lot of variety in the route. Those hills, the textures on those hills do look very good. Marek, does Train Sim World 4 work well on consoles? I do not play it. I've never played it on console, so I'm not in a position to be able to answer that. Anybody else in the chat who can advise, what does it run like on consoles? I am most definitely losing time here. It's not good. We're going to have to refine these stops to try and keep time, because that timetable is pretty tight. Oh, we have the Railpool Vectron over there as well. This is a beautiful looking model. I am generally quite a fan of the Vectron in a way. This is a beautiful looking model. We did have a little play of it on the East Coast Main Line the other day. It didn't quite work, but yeah, that's definitely going to be... The next stream will probably be Antelope Valley, but that's definitely going to be the stream after that. We are running almost a minute late. We are seriously going to have to try and make up a bit of time now. Stuart Yaxley watched your Flying Scotsman stream this afternoon and played along. Managed to get it up to 173 miles an hour. Light engine. Right, we got a green. We are 1.5 kilometres from Schwazak. Schwazak? How's the pronunciations going? Schwazak. Come on, come on. And we should be there in like 30 seconds. Slips, I sometimes have an issue that I can't get back to driver view, just like goes to a static outside view. Any ideas? I'm afraid not, bud. Has anybody else had that problem? Where you can't get into driver view, you just get like a static outside view? I thought I was going to make up a little bit of time here, but I thought we were kind of refining the braking technique there. I do like this route. I like this route because there's a lot to do. There's a lot of stations to stop at, and you've kind of got to keep to time. So, you know, in terms of routes, this kind of appeals to me. East Coast Main Line, there's just far too much open it up and do nothing. So I like this in so much that we're quite busy with station stops. We get up a bit of speed, we chuck the brakes in, and the scenery's been nice and varied so far. I'm probably going to upset a lot of people. I think so. You know, I haven't yet played Antelope Valley, to be fair, but I think I prefer this route over the East Coast Main Line route, if I'm being honest. Yeah. What do we got? We're still loading passengers. Come on. NG, it's pronounced Schwazak. Schwazak? Schwazak. You've just come here to watch me butcher German pronunciations. Right, the next station is 1.5 kilometres away, and we are off to Haselstaden. Haselstaden? Bradley, Vorarlberg is my favourite of the three. Bad Cat 50 Gaming, this is my favourite route too. James Campbell, yeah, like, I am motivated to play East Coast Mainline, but just too much sitting around. Still good for 140. Let's see if we can get this time back. I'm determined to get this train back on time without overshooting stations. That's the tricky bit. Looks like we're going to start going uphill a little bit, which should help with the braking. The performance on this train is really... This is actually a really nice train to drive. The brakes are pretty awesome. Ooh, that's in 100% braking. We are getting there. We are slowly making up time.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
I still reckon we need station announcements and on-train announcements just to kind of that extra layer of immersion. That would be really cool. I personally think that's something that we're going to see in the near future, in the not too distant future. I certainly hope so. Anyway. Okie dokie, we are off. Full power. Hey, Richard Duffy, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. .8 kilometers, Locomotive Livery Location, Formula 47. You're the third one on my screen with number 13.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Box number 13, guys, could show you a train. 10 seconds for that locomotive livery and location. Ooh. Well, well, well. What could that be? Any ideas? Any ideas? Let me know, as always, in the chat what you reckon that could be. Oh, we're at 110 with speeding. Not too bad, though. We are certainly burning the brake blocks today. I mean, to be fair, it's got dynamic braking on it. Even so, we are hitting these stops hard today. We are driving it like we stole it for sure. Although I do actually seem to have lost a little bit of time, which is annoying. Let's see how late we're going to be leaving here. Lozzo says 180 York Grand Central. Samuel Smith says class 180 York or Newcastle. What else have we got? Megasim said the horn was awful and do not touch it. That's for you, Stephen. William Rowan, Grand Central 180 at York, Formula 47 class 180 Grand Central at York. Any advances? Any advances? Sharktail says 360 at Norwich. Amit, hello, how to optimise the game on PC? Just go through the settings and dial it down. I don't think there's any particular trick to it, if I'm being honest. Eliza, you're driving it like an angry bus driver. Tickets, please. Richard Duffy has become a member. Thank you very much, bud. Very, very much appreciated. .800 metres to the next station. We're supposed to be there in not so long. Not very far at all. This has got the kind of same sort of feel as Lurzen-Sersey. Is it Lurzen-Sersey? Do you know what? We might actually... No, brake, 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 brake. Brake, brake, brake. Oh, that's tea and biscuits. That's got to be tea and biscuits, right? On the plus side, I'm on time. On the plus side, that is on time. Ah, it's got 3 coaches on the platform. It's getting to the stage now where I have to do it. You know, it's become expected. Whiplash for everyone on that train, yeah. How is that possible? We got here on time, but we're I suppose we're loading passengers taking longer because we're hanging off the end of the platform. It's definitely not what we want to be doing. Right, we're off to Dornbirn Harterdorf, platform 1. In 1.6 kilometres. Josh Rickwood, I tune in, and within a minute, tea and biscuits. It's not tea and biscuits, it's, what did we say it was? Schnapps and schnitzels or something. Yeah, Artie, it doesn't matter, you know, it's... Nah. That's why I drive freight trains. I was getting a bit overly confident with the braking ability there. And then we've got this station here where we literally have loads of time. The Evening Star just delivered some trespassers. Yeah, that's a nice little touch. I quite like that. Nice attention to detail there. Now we're coming in way too slow, but never mind, never mind. Artie, you're going to tell your driving instructor... I'll tell my driving instructor that tomorrow. If I'm in, it doesn't matter. As long as the doors are on the platform, which they weren't, to be fair. Even the lighting looks decent on this route, to be fair. The ballast and the track textures are very nice. I do wonder if I'm probably less critical of the German and the American content than I would be of the UK content, purely because my knowledge of the German content isn't as great, so I tend not to see the mistakes and not to see the errors. So I'm probably a lot less critical with it than what I am with the UK stuff. But it does seem to me, as purely an outsider in these things, it does seem to me that the quality of the German content tends to be so much better than the UK content. I could be completely wrong, maybe you completely disagree with me, but it'd be interesting if we have anyone who's German or Austrian in the chat. I think we've got a couple of you in. It'd be interesting to get your thoughts on sort of the level of realism and how you feel it works. Formula 47, I will make as many excuses as I want to. Right, okay, 4.9 kilometres. We can get a bit of speed up. Downhill, 140 kilometres an hour. We've got a 130 coming up, and then straight back up to 140 by the looks of the track monitor. Richard Duffy, in all the years of watching, I didn't know Dad Rail's name was Richard. It is indeed. I volunteer at a heritage railway and I met about 5 Richards. Must be a railway name. Oh, crikey, we're speeding. But not too bad, not too bad. Ian Bradley, that's new, an advert during a live stream. So, the only adverts you should get, Ian, are skippable ones, and you will not see more than one advert every 30 minutes. Or you should not do, because that's how it's set up. Eliza, I have a bad feeling about this. So do I. Let's get it back up to 140, or as close as we can. Yeah, William, absolutely. I'm not sure on the day yet, but the next live stream I do will be on the Antelope Valley line. I've had a little play with that on off camera. Really, really like that one as well. So the next stream I do will be on that one. Quite a steep gradient there. That's really, really taking the speed off the train. William, I got 2 unskippable ads. They should all be skippable. I shall double check the settings, but they should be skippable. Yeah, like I say, you shouldn't see more than one every 30 minutes because that's the that's kind of the biggest distance you can put in. I can turn ads off completely. I do have that ability, but I kind of figured once every 30 minutes is for me to earn an extra 20p on the whole stream is kind of no hardship for someone to click skip. I still wish we had the DOO dispatch cameras working. That would be such a nice feature. It really would. William, I don't know why though. They were quite short but too unskippable. Okay. Gregory Allen, Romley Hive and Dimchurch. That so needs to happen. Romley Hive and Dimchurch on Roblox. That so needs to happen. That is such a good game. I mean, it's buggy, but it's a really good game. We so need to do that. We so need to do that.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
That is nice. That is nice. That is very nice. Right, what have we got? Locomotive Livery Location, 1.7 kilometres to Altac. We go with the 3rd number on my screen, which is Eliza and her West French level crossing channel. Number 17.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
What are you reckoning, guys? I'm reckoning I'm overshooting a station here. What are you reckoning? Are you sticking with it? Vogel just drove Mains to Coblenz, such a nice route. That is a really, really nice route. We've just gone through a neutral section again there, haven't we? William has gone Grand Central 180 at York. Seems to be the general consensus at the moment. Formula 47 has gone more 180 Grand Central at York. Oh, it's a right time. It's a right time. We're going to get a right time departure. Roblox Olympics DVT at York. Interesting. Interesting. I'm seeing a lot of love for York at the moment. Henry Dunn, 180 at York. See if we can get a nice flyby shot for departure. William, can we get the answer? William! Not yet. we are off to Gotzi's. We have Gotzi's, yeah? No, we're not doing the German thing. Austrian thing. See, we could potentially put the... someone's going to tell me we absolutely can't. But we could potentially put the Flirt from Lurs and Cersei on here. I reckon that would probably work. Tristan Thomas, how much is Train Sim 4? I think it depends on what version you buy, but I think the basic version's about £30, and I think the top version is like maybe 80 or something like that. Yeah, check on the Steam store, bud. Goatses. Thank you very much, Eliza. Let's get some break-in. Hey, William! Welcome to Level 1 membership. Thank you very much. Mr. Quicko, that's a layer on this route. Ah, awesome. So that will be layered on. That's good to know. Yeah, and as my Dixie Norma says, there is a discount. If you already own Train Sim World Free, you do get a discount on the route as well. On the train, sorry. You should get a shirt with a higher logo on it. Ah, we can fix that. So it's in the shot. There we go. Overpriced Dadvral tops are available from the merch store. They are overpriced. My profit margin on those is £1 per item. So Spreadshot takes an absolutely massive cut. We are stopped at Goats's. Eliza, let's put a flirt couple to a kiss, calling at marriage, divorced and depressed. Nice one. Dadrow falling into a trap with that name. You know what I'm like, guys. You know what I'm like. Lock doors. Right, let's get going. Delaying the train. Richard, you should pre-think usernames before you say them. Well, I don't like to brag, but you know. Right, we're off to Klaus. Isn't that the fish from, like, American Dad? Klaus. Yeah, Formula 47. Nice try. Lawrence Adams, is there any passenger lights on the train? If so, what button is it? Good point, Lawrence. We can have a look when we get to the next station. There might be something on the TMS on the train. Oh, we can have a look now, actually. 140. Oh, it doesn't like me zooming in and out. That is properly bugging it out. Oh, it's crashing the game. It doesn't like that. No, there isn't. Yeah, there's got to be something on the computer. We'll have a look once we've stopped at Klaus. Evening Star, imagine the complaints you're getting from the passengers on that train. Poor things. I know. I know. Well, that's what happens when you get on a Dadrow train. That's why I drive freight trains. Okay, the big question, are we going to get any lighting, any change in the lighting conditions as we go through the tunnel here? We do! It's that one tunnel on East Coast Main Line that bugs me where it doesn't happen. Sussex Round Enthusiast, is everything on track, Richard? Everything is on track. Just about. It's on the platform, that's all that matters. Dad Row, because you're a bad train driver. I am 100% better in real life. I promise I am better at driving trains in real life. You just have to take my word for it. It's a switch near the instrument lights. Okay, let's have a little look for it. Pantograph, main circuit breaker, that's me safety systems. Desk lighting, cab, train lights. Train lights are on. Instrument lights, instrument light dimmer. Sander. If train lights are set to on, I assume that means like passenger lights there. It doesn't seem to have done the trick. Maybe we'll pull it down and see if that does anything. Nope. We'll have a look in a minute. Because I am now running late. Yeah, Kevin Graham, PC editor does come out tomorrow. Freight King, I would never work as a driver on passenger operations. I was a guard for a company here in Australia. Hands down prefer freight, never want to go back. I prefer freight. I prefer driving freight. I would go back to passenger if I had to. I don't necessarily have anything against it. I just prefer doing freight. .4 kilometres to Sull's Rothis Platform 1. The Evening Star. Sat in the dark, being thrown around, that's what you call cattle glass. Ian Bradley has a question in the chat. Is anybody from the North East or North Yorkshire area? Where would you recommend going for train spotting? Any recommendations for Ian in the chat? William Roan has subscribed. Hello, William. Gregory Allen, how detailed are the mountains? They look pretty decent to me. They have got a new rendering technique with the mountains. And I think they look quite nice. We can't get particularly close to them. I don't know whether the route gets any closer to them. We will find out. But yeah, if we jump into outside view, free roam. They do look pretty well detailed, to be fair, and the textures do look quite nice on them. Especially up there around the top. The mountains are nice. Freight King, I just prefer the finesse needed to drive freight along with not having to be concerned with stopping patterns. I've never touched the controls of a passenger unit in my life, so... Yeah, Freight King, you're quite right about the finesse driving a freight train. Driving a passenger train is... As soon as you put the power on, they go. As soon as you put the brake on, they stop. It's like driving... I'm going to get some hate for this. It's like driving a milk float. I've done it for enough years, so I have earned the right to say that. But yeah, the brakes are instant to react. The power's pretty much instant to react. It's just stop and go. Why am I not getting much power? We are on a 1.3% rising grade. That is probably why. Freight King, no, you rant on all you like. Ranting is good. Ranting is what railway staff do best. Zion, that's a good question. How do you find 4 differs to 3 beyond just having different content in it? The free roam feature in 4 is nice. I didn't think I was going to like that, but that is a very good feature. It opens up lots of possibilities of what you can and can't do. I like the volumetric fog, and I like the new rain effects. Photo mode is pretty cool. I mean, the features are okay, but they don't really change the way the game plays or change the way the game looks. I mean, the volumetric fog and the new rain effects obviously do, and the new rendering on the mountains, but it's a difficult question. It's a difficult question. Kelsey, this one's for you.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Loco 66, I thought trams were the rail version of a milk float. Artie, sorry, I didn't mean to call you a milk person. That was not my intention. How are we doing for time? We're almost on time. We're on time for an OBB service. Hey, we've driven 40.24 kilometres in the whatever train we're in. Rankwell. I'm going to be very careful. Very careful what I say there. The station name. What are we doing? Formula 47, you are the third number on my screen with number 19.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Give you number 19, guys. I think a lot of people have got this. I think a lot of people have got this. We'll probably call this the last round and then do a reveal. Any ideas, guys? Post your final thoughts. Will Jones, welcome to Tab Round, new subscriber. Post your final thoughts. I was reading someone's comment, but I've lost it. Objective complete. Right, let's go. We are off to Feldkirch-Umburg. Feldkirch-Umburg. Blob, that's definitely a Grand Central 180. Transport from Berkshire, Grand Central 180 at York. Eliza, still a 180 at York. William, Grand Central 180 at York. Kelsey loves trains, GC York. Samuel Smith, GC 180. I think we've got a bit of a consensus going on. Right, how far to the next station? 2.1 kilometres. So while we are clocking up our 1.9 kilometres to go, let's have a quick look over in the Discord server. See what you people have been posting over there. Lego Tube Trains, Formula 47, Lego Tube, awesome. Joshua R, Highbury and Islington platforms on the Northern City line. If you want to join our very friendly Discord server, you will find an invitation link in the description below. It'd be great to have you over there. And you can post your pictures in the live stream pictures page for me to put up on the screen. Richard Duffy, no worries. Thank you very much for joining us, bud. Good luck with your studies and thank you for becoming a channel member. Oh, the gradient is absolutely killing my stop. Oh, it could be on the platform. It's on the platform. If in doubt, it's the same in real life. If in doubt, just put the emergency brakes on. You're never going to get in trouble for stopping too soon. It's much easier to stop the train too soon and then pull it forward than overshoot something. If in doubt, it's real life principles. If in doubt, just put the emergency brake on. Chuck the lot in. Slips, what graphics card are you using? I am running an RTX 3090. Roblox Olympics 180 at Doncaster. Very quick breaks. They are good. Yeah, Zion, close enough. I quite agree. That was close enough. The whole train's on the platform. It's definitely close enough. We are off to Feildkirk, platform number 3. Yeah, the scenery on this route is very nice, and I do like the way the mountains look. I kind of want to take the Vectron for a ride on this now. Bronco VA9986 Discord link. You should find an invitation link down in the description. If it's not there, then I apologise profoundly. It should be. Artie has just posted, there you go, in the chat for you. Thank you very much, Artie. I like the fact in this route we've got people standing at the side of the track. I know they're in green high-vises, but that's quite typical on the continent. That's a nice little touch, a nice attention to detail. I do like that. Anything that gives the place a bit of life, that gives it a bit of immersion, I'm definitely all for that sort of thing. We have managed to keep largely to time as well on this run. I'm quite pleased with that. I am quite pleased with that. Eliza, I like this, but I don't know. I find German Austrian stock completely boring, in my opinion. But of course, all my views and opinions. Yeah, no worries, Eliza. Everyone's entitled to their views, and all views and opinions are welcome and valid. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Definitely. Formula 47. See it, say it, sorted. Oh, we've got some rain. This should make it more interesting. We should see these lovely new rain effects on the windows, which is good. See it, say it, sorted. I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Artie's given you a firm warning there, Formula 47 as well. Because Artie's a big fan of that announcement. Yeah, the new rain effects on the windscreen. I am definitely a fan of the new rain effects and the way they interact with the windscreen. Yeah, they do look much better. We are off to Frastans platform 1 in 3.6 kilometers. See it, say it, sorted. No, that wasn't German. If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to the staff, yeah? Or text the British Transport Police. I'm sure they won't care. No, it's a terrible German announcement. Terrible German accent. Well, it's not raining in the tunnel, that's good. But it doesn't look like my headlight's very bright. Sounds more Welsh, says Samuel Smith. Oh boy, oh. Well, I got a name like Evans. Oh, what's occurring? Love a bit of Gavin and Stacey. Right, we should be doing 110. We're doing 140. It's going back up to 140 anyway in just a second. I do like the way the rain's kind of running off the windscreen. That's nice. The game definitely looks atmospheric when you get weather on. William at a step. 40 towers jokes running through my head. At the risk of getting banned, don't mention the war. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it. Good old 40 towers. This is an Austrian route anyway, so we're all good. Will Jones didn't know they added British weather to this route. I think the dynamic weather's been refined a little bit in Train Sim World 4, and it does seem better. It seems more gradual, which is nice. You don't kind of just go from bright sunshine to a thunderstorm instantly and then snowing the next minute. It does seem a lot more controlled. Doesn't look like we've got any low adhesion simulated though. And everyone has umbrellas, but they don't have coats. Oh, that guy over there looks like he might have a coat, or they might have a coat. Everyone starts walking at the same time. Where's Will? I can't remember. No one dodgy. This is what Wes says, not me. No one dodgy ever came from Austria. Eliza says, yeah, you know, Train Sim World seemed to have minor microclimate issues. Had a climate of its own, that's for sure. Hey, Wapum NXA, welcome to Dadrail, new subscriber. Right, we're off to Schlins. Then Nenzing, Ladesh, Nudes. Yeah, Nudes? Nuziders. Pronunciations do not get better. Dadrail, quick, play the voiceover I sent you.
If you see something that looks out of place, text the S-Bahn.
Oh, come back, come back, come back.
If you see something that looks out of place, text the S-Bahn Polizei on whatever the number they use in Germany. Yeah, this is good. Good Abend.
Love it, absolutely love it. 447, I am a fan of the rain. Excellent. Yeah, me too. And as we're speeding up, the way it's kind of running up the windscreen is nice. Just wondering why the power wouldn't come off there, but the game does not have focus. Someone asked me if the pantograph arcs, It should do. That was a feature introduced in Train Sim World 3. So yeah, it should do. Would be my answer to that. Although I haven't seen it. Will Jones, yeah, I've done quite a few things on the 801. I've done a stream on it and a video on the 801. So you'll find those on the channel if you want to go back and watch those. Yeah, it's got definitely a nice variety in the stopping pattern on this route. I say nice variety, it's been all stations. But, you know, the distance between the stations has been quite nice, and it's been varied scenery. I do wonder if there's any kind of express services on this route. I mean, I'm guessing there must be. You sort of get a little bit of variation and variety in. Opening the doors. Okay. The electric arcs around the pantograph are occurring during very low temperature episodes. Got ya. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Formula 47 feels like the Bakerloo line. William, you are very determined.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Okay, guys. Most of you, I think everyone actually has got this right. I need to change this grid. We need to make this like a 7x7 or an 8x8 or even a 10x10 to make it even more challenging. So let's press that magic button there.
It's time to reveal today's Locomotive Livery Location.
Thank you very, very much, TransPennine Spotter, for sending that in. That is, of course, a Class 180 Grand Central at York. And if you want to send any pictures in for Locomotive Location Livery, visit www.dadrail.co and you will find a send us stuff button in the menu, and you can send us your Locomotive Livery locations. Formula 47, I believe you were the first one. I think you were. Weswill, think they patched the AWS sounds on the 801 today. I believe you are right, my friend. I believe you are right. Right, we're off to Nenzing, platform 1, in just under a kilometre. William, too easy. Samuel Smith, I knew it. RT has posted the link. If you want to send me any Locomotive Location Livery pictures, you can do. What I'm kind of looking for, guys, is principal stations. So it needs to be kind of a major station of a town or city. If it's kind of your local country station that nobody's really going to know, I probably won't use the picture. So I kind of need principal stations and locations that are not necessarily really easy to identify, but sort of, you know, relatively easy. Please stop, please stop. I mean, it does look good, doesn't it? The rain coming down the windscreen there. It does look good. I cannot deny that does look good. But it has this bug going on where the first coach has rain. Subsequent coaches... Oh no, it's getting rain now. No rain. Yeah. That's been there for quite a long time, that bug. Right, we are off to Lodesh, platform 1. NI Railways train spot at Belfast. Is the London to Brighton and Brighton to Eastbourne Seaford being joined up in Train Sim World 4 this year? Nothing's been announced. I would like to see it, but personally I don't think it will happen. But yeah, nothing's been announced. NG just submitted a locomotive location delivery. Thank you very much. Right, 4.5 kilometres. We're good for 140. I am a fan. So we've got 107 of you lovely people watching. If you haven't already, guys, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing. It really does help me out. That would be absolutely fandabidozy. I haven't said that for a long time. Let's see if the weather clears up before we get to the end of the video. We've got probably another... yeah, probably less than 10 minutes, actually, of the stream left. Let's see if we can get a right time finish. That would be a first. And I've just taken power through a neutral section again. I must stop doing that. Mark Scott, you can get... this is Train Sim World 4. You can get this from the Epic Games Store. You can also get it from Steam. Probably a couple of other places. They're the two that I know of. Hey Eliza, do you know what we could do? We haven't done it on the channel yet. We could do LGV and have a French locomotive location delivery. I don't know if anyone we could get it, but you know, we could certainly give it a go. Tea and biscuits, hello. Samuel Smith, is there any more locomotive location delivery? Not on this stream. That is it. We are done with that one for now, I'm afraid. And the viewer count drops to 0. Too busy reading the chat and not driving the train again. Oh, okay. Wheel slip. Speedo dropped to 0. We have low adhesion. The wheels have actually locked up. We failed to stop at the station, but that fills me with joy. We actually have low adhesion. The brakes just locked up. That is the first time I've seen that in Train Sim World. Okay, if that happens in real life, it doesn't fill me with joy. The big question is now, have we got wheel flats? Because if the wheels have locked up, we should now have wheel flats. Definitely one of those, though. Definitely one of those. Evening Star, world-class driving techniques. I'm better. I know I keep saying it. I promise I'm better in real life. Oh no, the wheels are going around. They did look like for a second that they might not be. Simon, never seen a man happier to miss a station. I'm just pleased we have low adhesion simulated. Can I make it happen again? King ET, I would love to see a patch for the Brighton main line. I would love to see that brought up to Train Simwell 4 standards. 700 layers on it. I think that would be brilliant to have. Horsham to Blackfriars or something like that as the next route, or Horsham to Cambridge. That's ambitious, but yeah. Tea and biscuits, you have missed Locomotive Location Livery. We are all but finished with that, I'm afraid. Ashley Cole, so the early access for it came out a week ago. The actual full release version of the game comes out tomorrow. Lawrence, does the cruise control work? Have we got cruise control fitted to this? Has it got... Sander, I could have done with it just a minute ago. I don't know if this is fitted with AFB. Roblox Olympics, I've sent in 2 LOL photos, thank you very much. I'd be checking that train for wheel flats. Definitely, we should have wheel flats now, which should be going dum 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 dum. Being resolved. Hello. My banging on the desk knocked the lead out of the mic. My apologies. What was I saying? Did he kill his mic? I think I might have done. Formula 47. www.dadrail.co. Can hear you now, well, hey. Kelsey loves trains, hello. I'm glad you can hear me again. To be fair, Fabian, in the UK, especially this time of year with the leaf fall season upon us, wheel flats are not uncommon either. That's quite close to that signal. We've only failed to stop at one station. I'd hate to spad at the last minute. Objective complete. Unlock doors. William, if Dovetail Games brings in Cambridge, then they could do Peterborough to Cambridge across country. Samuel Smith, are you allowed to always have cab lights on in a train? It's up to the individual driver. Normally, though, Samuel, if you've got your cab light on, you can't see out the windscreen, especially at night, because you get a lot of glare on the windscreen, so you can't see out. So, yeah, most of the time, drivers won't have the cab light on. Come on, loading passengers. Let's see what bad score we got for this. Shark Tales, yeah, I do sign Class 69, so I spent the whole of last week on one. Well, I should have done, but I might have broke the Class 69. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Block doors. Okay, what are we doing? What's it going to have us do? Is it going to end me there, or is it going to do something? Objective complete. What? Alright, we got... So, despite the fact that we skipped a station, we still managed to get a platinum medal. Brilliant. Speeding fire, lost 585 points. No wipers in rain. That is a lot of occurrences when I didn't have my wipers on in the rain. I was under the impression I'd turned my wipers on and left them. That seems like it might be a little bit buggy to me. Yeah, I don't think that's 100% right. Oh, that's a good stop. 0.638. Did we get better than that? 0.127. There's some hot 0.716. There is some half decent stops in there. I'm not going to lie. There are some genuinely half decent stops in there. I like that route. I really, really do like that route. There's 113 of you lovely people in. I am just going to load something up very quickly to show you. Northern Princess Productions, this is especially for you if you are still in as well. Because a few people have been asking about this. So, we're going to load up the 801. We're not going to do a full run. We're literally just going to do 5 minutes. I just want to kind of show the new sounds off a little bit. Drive from Donny to Peterborough. Let's just turn the fog right up because that's always... No, we'll put it on dynamic and put foggy because that's always fun. Northern Princess Productions. I'll let you listen to what my 801 sounds like. Evening Star, did you leave the straight air on the 69 and put the parking brake on? Not that I'm aware of. That wouldn't be or shouldn't be a problem anyhow, because you would have to have some sort of brake in before you put the parking brake on. You couldn't have all the brakes released and then apply the parking brake because the train would be rolling away. So I don't think that would be a problem. So I do have a signal enhancement mod downloaded on here now, which means the signals show up a lot further in the distance, and they do look very nice indeed. So let's try that again. Let's do Control and Enter for the safety systems on, and I'll show you what I've got, Northern Princess Productions, in terms of noises.
TPWS and AWS operational.
So that is quite a lot louder to begin with. Signal belt button is still not doing anything. We'll have lights. Yeah, like I say, we're not going to do a full run in this. This is just for demonstration purposes because the sounds have been updated slightly. No, the buzzer doesn't work. That's highly, highly irritating. Very irritating. I will turn the audio up a little bit as well. You can kind of just hear what I'm hearing in terms of the noises in the cab that we now do have. Wait until 9:20. We're going to skip the wait. Wipers should also be on the right. You can park the wipers left or right. That is optional. There's your door sealing sound. Just to confirm that. And there's the release sound on the door. Northern Princess Productions. It is there. It is there. Loco 66. No worries, bud. Have a good shift. And we've got a bit more clickety-click across the points as well now. The cab is still very quiet, don't get me wrong. And I know the back of the train's not clear. This is purely for demonstration purposes at this point. No, Josh, it still doesn't work. Formula 47, Northern Princess used to work on them, so she knows them inside out. But we hear the AWS as well, which has been tweaked and is definitely a lot louder. And you can see that new signal mod that I've got installed there, which just makes the glow on the signal so much brighter. You can download that from, I think it's trainsimcommunity.com. I have made a little video about that, so if you want to know how to install that. Unfortunately, it's PC only, but we've got a little bit of squeaking going on as well now. Yeah, Monk, I'm just going to call you Monk. So we will get these sounds. These sounds have been patched in now, so if you update your game, you should have these sounds now. Yeah, that signal mod really does make the signal stand out. You can see them for miles off, which is lovely. Roblox Olympics, can we see the patch notes? I don't have them. Do you know what? I can tell you what's been fixed if you wait right there. We are going to end the stream in just a second. I've got to be very careful what I put on the screen right now. So, increased AWS and TPWS audio source files to improve volume of audio warnings. PIS fixed, letters G and Y clipping through bottom. PIS repositioned next destination and calling points to ensure no clipping. PIS adjusted scroll speed and times to make text stay around longer and have less gap. Increase the volumes of the cab running sounds, traction motor sounds, transformer sounds, cab joint sounds, door seal sounds. Fixed an issue with TPWS audio not playing. Fixed the door seal sounds and added it to cab doors too. Adjusted some of the volumes to help with levels, made joints louder at lower speeds. Yeah. So there's been quite a few sound tweaks to it. Huge last minute developments. It shouldn't have been last minute though, should it? It should have come out like this. The fact that it's last minute makes me a little bit angry and cross. It's like, no, it should have been like that in the first place. Dead Rail, are the coach numbers fixed? You should be in M. Should we have a look? No, I'm in A. Yeah, there we go. Truly a Dovetail Games moment. Yeah, coach number's still the wrong way around. Yeah, but the sounds have been updated and they are better. They are better. Formula 47, try the other end. J. Yeah, just got a J on the other end. But there we go, guys. So let's press that button there, because that's not what we're here for. That was just a little demonstration to show you that they have been tweaked. And also, if you're playing on PC and you haven't got this signalling mod, go and get it, because it does make the signals look a lot better. Check out the video I made earlier to see the side-by-side comparisons for that. There we go, guys. I am going to press that button there. I am going to thank each and every one of you for watching. Thank you very much to all my channel members. Thank you very much to the moderators, RT Northern Princess Productions, and any other mods that's been in tonight, both on here and on the Discord server. Everything you do, as you know, is very much appreciated. If you want to join the Discord server, you can do, guys. There is a link in the description below. You can also follow me on my social media channels, which are on the screen for you right now. And if you want to send us anything, visit dadrail.co. I need an overlay for that. Website is a work in progress. Artie's been working very hard on it. But head over there and have a look at that. Will Jones, the sounds are still the same on console. Hopefully that should update, Will, because the new sounds are live, so hopefully they should update. Ian Bradley, thank you very much, mate. Good night. Good night to everyone. I am going to play that button there, which should start the music. Thank you very much, everybody. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button, consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And I shall see you in the next stream for a look at the Antelope Valley. Bye for now. If you are still here watching, which you may well be, there will be a Dadrail special announcement on the social media channels in the next 7 days. Thank you.